Hello everyone, welcome back to Fitness, Nutrition and Soul channel, and this is your friend Robin. This is a little bit late video guys because I'm again being a little bit busy with the studies. So in this video we're going to learn about what is health, what are the human behavior risk factor, and then we will subdivide and learn about it. To start with, we will see what is health. So a healthy state should be then when you're disease free, when you're free from the illness, and you are in the state of the homeostasis. That means every system in your body is working in the equilibrium level. So what is health behavior? And a health behavior is any action which you perform with the intention of improving your health. Either it's eating right, either it's performing or doing any kind of activity or physical activity, or sleeping right, or taking supplements, or whatever, anything you do in terms of the action to keep yourself healthy, it's called the health behavior. So now let's talk about the human behavior risk factor. So to start with, we need to understand what's the human behavior risk factor. The human behavior risk factor is that any action or any activity you do which actually harm your health in a negative way, in short term and plus the long term. So what are the risk behaviors? Smoking, alcohol, illicit drugs, overeating, and others. And the reason is because by doing all these activities or actions, we are actually harming our health. So now what I found is, and there's one thing which has not been mentioned in that because I didn't find in my study, but which I personally believe is the lack of sleep, because lack of sleep can also harm you in the short term and the long term as well for your brain. And it declines the cognitive health, and it also have the various side effects on your body, including on your hormones and the diabetes and so on. So the common thing among all these habits or behaviors, which include smoking, alcohol, illicit drugs, overeating, they're all related with the pleasure. So why do we smoke? We get some intense feeling out of it, or either it's for the boredom. Alcohol, again, we get the feeling out of it. Same with the drugs, same with the overeating. That's because the overeating is a need. It's like, because especially if you eat the sugar food, it releases the dopamine level, it makes you happy. So, but the thing with the pleasure, all these things is that they're very short-lived. So you feel good for certain minutes or hours or whatever, and then you will crave for more again. Same with the alcohol, same with the smoking, same with the drugs, and same with the overeating, especially like sugar drinks and stuff like that. So why do we do this? As I said, it makes you feel better in the short term. It releases the good hormones such as dopamine to relieve the depression, especially when we take the drugs or the alcohol, is to release the depression, anxiety, escaping from something, including your thoughts, mood, boredom, feeling low, and others. So you will, and in my personal life as well, for example, that if I've been really stressful for whatever given reason, what do? You will come back home and you will have a drink or couple to, it depends, like I drink only, if I would have, I only have one or two. It's to relieve the stress. It is the same with the drugs. People who have a really bad experience in their life, either it could be the family breakdown, or it could be the domestic violence, or it could be any given reason, financial instability, they actually tend to have more drugs because they want to escape from all the negative thoughts, moods, feelings, whatever is actually bothering them in their mind. And there are the various other reasons as well, such as the peer pressure, starting at the early age, environment, culture, and so on. But let's have a look about the alcohol. The alcohol, it nearly costs $223 billion to the society. So according to the research, every underage person, that means under 18 years old, when he or she drinks alcohol, it costs nearly $2,000 a year to the society. That means that the crime-related, the robbery they do, all the illegal activities they do, that's how much it costs to the society. The alcohol is known to damage the liver, that's the very first one. Pancreatic cancer, cognitive decline, it costs a fair bit, it can affect on your financial, and there are some family who actually suffers a lot because of the spending a lot of money on the alcohol. Relationships break down, it affects on your gastrointestinal lining, it increases the risk factor for the diabetes, financial costs, which I mentioned before. Irresponsible drugs, because especially when you take alcohol and stuff, you're more bound to try different things which you wouldn't do it normally. Either it's the unprotected sex or irresponsible drugs or illegal drugs and things like that. So just in Victoria in Australia, nearly 20,000 emergency calls in a year is related to the alcohol. So alcohol, 1 or 2 drinks, it's not bad. But drinking every single day, doing binge drinking, that's bad for you. I personally did it for 6 years, but now I would have like maybe once in 3 months, maybe 1 or 2 drinks. Especially if I'm having a fun with the friends, I might just have a couple of drinks and that's it. But I know my limit now. There are some benefits of alcohol, but that's only limited to 1 to 2 drinks again. But personally, I would still say stay away from the alcohol for all the given reasons. The next one is the smoking. Smoking doesn't give you any health benefits whatsoever. It actually is really, really bad for your health. It causes the lung cancer, it costs too much, especially in Australia now. It's nearly more than $1 for the cigarette. So it's really, really expensive habit in Australia. Anyway, in some of the Asian countries, it's a bit cheap. But in Australia, it's very, very expensive. If you smoke, for example, a packet a day, that's like $20 or $25 a day. Imagine into the cost in a year. People are spending like $700 to $900 just on the smoking. Now imagine that, like multiply by into 12 months, that's a year, and then into 5 years. How much money you can save by not smoking. People don't think for the long term. If, for example, if you're spending like $20 a day in Australia on the cigarette, that's like $365, yeah. So somewhere around 370, that's $7,300 just in a year. Imagine into the 5 years, that's like that's close to nearly $40,000, and that's a lot of money. It affects on your breathing. It can cause the other cancers, such as it definitely causes lung cancer, but it can also cause the mouth cancer, oral cancer, and so on. And it can also cause the sexual dysfunction because it decreases the blood flow to the genital areas. The women are 26 times more likely to die from the lung cancer as compared to the women who don't smoke. So it increased the lung cancer rate a lot. But here's the good thing: if you're a smoker, if you quit now, and after 10 years, they found that I don't think it was that right. It was the lung cancer rate. It drops down to non-smoker, and it's same with after 15 years. Your coronary diseases risk factor pretty much goes to the same level the non-smoker. So smoking does got a lot of side effects, including it costs a fair bit, but the good thing is if you quit it from first day, like it got the stages from 1 day to 7 days to 1 month to 12 months to 5 years to 10 years, 15 years, it will have all the health benefits of quitting it. So there are a few things you can do to quit it. The best thing I would say, still talk to your doctor if you want to quit it, and make sure that include a lot of antioxidants, vegetables, and the fruits when you're trying to quit. The next one is the illicit drugs. Illicit drugs means that the one which are not prescribed is the illegal in the market. Why reason people take it? Because it gives you immense pleasure of feelings, like for example cocaine, ice. It gives you a really immense pleasure or feeling, or it makes you high for a certain period of time, depending upon the dosage, depending on which drug you're taking, from 20 seconds to 20 minutes and few hours. And there's some drugs out there which can have effect even up to the days and weeks. But it does got a lot of side effects, from hallucination to negative thoughts to convulsion and so many other side effects. Why people do it? Escape from the reality. People don't want to face it. If they have been failure in the life for whatever reason, or if their family break down, or they are not finding the job, or the society, there's a lot of crime in the society, or they are in a war-torn country where they don't know how to handle themselves, and all the surroundings are like that, then they try to escape from the reality by taking drugs. And the other reason is people sometimes try drugs by thinking that, oh, I will try once or twice while they're like, in the teenager, and then I will be fine. But most of the illegal drugs, they can be very, very addicted. And some of the drugs are like heroin and all, they can be very addicted, that even if you have tried 2 or 3 times, your body becomes addicted to it. And once your body becomes addicted to it, it's very, very hard to overcome. And that's all the reasons which I've mentioned for that. So stay away from the drugs, guys. That's the worst thing you can do for your body. Not for your body, for your family, for your parents, for your relationship, financial reasons, for the society. It's just like it's harming the society in every single possible way. That's why I've seen people in my life as well, and I've seen the consequences of that in the long term. And so please, guys, stay away from the drugs. Another one which I like, for example, caffeine, which is like, I personally love coffee, and I've made the caffeine video, last one as well. If you're having somewhere between 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine, you don't need to worry. But if you're having too much of caffeine, especially in one sitting, especially these days, teenagers sometimes will have, like for example, 6 or 7 Red Bulls in one go, they it can have a lot of side effects in the short term. Anyway, so for example, nearly 20,000 people in America, they go to the emergency visits related with the highly caffeinated drink. And the worst is when you mix the caffeinated drink with the alcohol. So, and then, which is kind of a bit of a trend in the youngsters. So I would try to stay away from that as well. And so just to conclude that, I would like to say that staying healthy is not really hard. All you gotta do is eat a very balanced diet, do any kind of physical activities 3 to 5 days a week, sleep 7 to 8 hours. That's all you need to do. Right now, there's so much confusion out there for various given reasons, because people are promoting themselves, it's marketing, people want to promote the supplements and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, for the health point of view, if you're having the balanced diet, you can go and check what's balanced diet and how much each food group you should have. And if you're sleeping properly, and if you're doing any kind of physical activities, that's all you need. And stay away from the things which harms your health. And that's it. It's not really complicated. And that's the message I would like to give in this video. That make your life more simple, not really complicated. Health, it's a lifestyle, and it shouldn't be a nightmare, which is becoming for these people. And it has happened for me in the last few years as well, when I didn't have enough knowledge as well. I wanted to be healthy. I didn't know what to do about it. So I did many things which according to me was right, but it wasn't good for my body. But anyway, that's what I'm learning from my course and from the other people as well. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions regards that, please put it in the comment and I will help you with that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it now, and I will come back with another video next time. Till then, have a great time and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks.